New at 6, the Ohio Supreme Court dismissing a lawsuit calling for changes to Ohio's congressional maps. This means those maps, previously deemed unconstitutional by justices, will in fact be used in 2024. A voting rights group today asking for the case to be dismissed, saying the turmoil isn't in the best interest of Ohio voters. CTV's Ashley Bornanson live tonight from the State House with why they are putting their focus elsewhere and what this now means for future elections. Ashley.
Well, Andrew, good evening. Tonight, an Ohio voting rights group tells me they're now focused on bigger problems. That's making changes to the Ohio state districts, not the ones involving our lawmakers in D.C.
It would be best to focus our efforts on the state house maps and also collect signatures for an entirely improved process that would ban politicians and lobbyists from making maps in the future.
Jen Miller from the League of Women Voters says voting rights groups are concerned that the state house maps are unfair to voters.
These maps were designed to guarantee certain politicians to win their seats.
The legal dispute has been happening for 2 years. The court previously rejected 2 separate congressional maps and 5 sets of state house maps, describing them as gerrymandered in favor of Republicans. In 2018, voters overwhelmingly passed an amendment to the state constitution banning extreme partisan gerrymandering and gave justices the power to throw out maps for that reason. Now the League of Women Voters is working on another constitutional amendment.
Partisan gerrymandering fuels partisan divides. It actually fuels frustration for voters. It reduces the willingness of lawmakers from both parties to cross the aisle on common sense solutions.
The amendment would change who's in charge of drawing district maps.
Right now is the time to really lean in and get these state house maps as fair as possible through the Ohio Redistricting Commission. But it's also time for us to take the process out of the hands of politicians, which is why we're going to the ballot in 2024.
Miller says the August election and the overwhelming denial of issue 1 sends a message to the State House.
They were not in tune with the wills and needs and interests of the people of Ohio. And that cost a lot of money.
The group has already collected over 1,000 signatures, and the Attorney General will review in the next 10 days to determine if the initiative will move forward. And today, Secretary of State Frank LaRose says that this group is wasting taxpayer money, saying, quote, now they're trying to game the outcome again by withdrawing their frivolous lawsuits in hopes of keeping a map they've had for months. Decreed as unconstitutional, the hypocrisy of these folks knows no end. Now let's check out those congressional maps. Because of that 2018 vote, they must be redrawn after next year, no matter what. Now the commission will reconvene on September 13th. Reporting live at the State House, I'm Ashley Bornanson for 10 TV News.